Hello Under Night players, this is the summary of the match review session I held on the first stream of this month. If you found this helpful and want to submit your own replay, fill out this form in the cards and details. I aim to do these every month as long as there are requests. Before I start though, I want to let you know that a lot of the things I say are suggestions and preferable solutions may differ based on player strengths and situations. I don't claim to know every character property and move interactions. So if you find a better strategy or think I missed a point, let me know in the comments. The main goal here is to start a discussion on points to improve. We're watching MasamuneNinjo. I think this is from the title. It seems like a net play tournament, right? Vortex Gallery online tournament. Wait. Is that on purpose? So weird. That's an awkward timing, and I think I've noticed. So I guess one key thing to watch from this part is that the opponent Makoto is not teching. That should not have comboed. And I think Masamune did that as a Oki setup. Like this was supposed to be meaty. I'm assuming this was supposed to be meaty. But because Makoto didn't tech, it hit on the OTG. So a little awkward situation. Yeah, this opponent's really not teching at all. Like, yeah, every time. Like, this person isn't teching, so that dash, like, pushing through the corner was really good. But I feel it probably would help to have, like, a setup for non-teching opponents. Where's that 360? I should probably stop and talk about it instead of going back. This part. But this setup is when the opponent techs or recovers. JB kick, then JA, right? So the J is supposed to hit meaty as the opponent's waking up. It looks like a safe jump to me. But anyways, that's the general setup. But the opponent's not teching, so it doesn't work. And this exact situation happened beforehand. So in this situation, the opponent obviously knows the setup and is doing it on purpose because you could see the reversal coming out. And I've definitely noticed this about players who purposely not recover. One is to mess with the setups like this, but there's always a high chance they'll do a reversal afterwards. That's what I've noticed. You know how like in Merkava's setup in the corner where he does the worms and I do a low flight, they'll be in a safe jump situation. But by delaying the wake up, it gives them confidence that it'll mess up the timing enough to mess with the safe jump, even if I'm still floating in the air. So that's what I see quite often, or they'll press a button. It's like there's always some sort of offense, but that's one thing I would look out for. Find a fail-safe way. For like Merkava, it's not that hard because it's like, oh, they're not recovering, so I'll just float in the air slightly longer than try to manually time safe jump. But I guess in terms of something that's really strictly timed in the air, like this setup, you probably want to look for a different setup. I guess the other thing is to really pay attention to the opponent's tech patterns and see what you could get out of it, or what you should look out for. Because I think, especially at the high level where people start thinking a lot more about how the interactions work, like looking at that kind of pattern I think is really important, because people just don't blindly tech. Well, I mean, some people do, but it's a lot more often that there's some thought process to it. Or C blocks the projectile, really good stuff. I mean, I understand if it's a setup, but it feels like it's done every time. Oh, way too early. Probably expecting the command throw EX, maybe. Force C. Opponent kind of forced the projectile. Okay. And I guess from the perspective, perspective of the Seth player, I'm going both ways. It's very obvious that Masamune is looking to do the 4C. So there's definitely ways to punish this. I think one is to not run in and make the 4C whiff, then frame trap the next hit that's coming out is one thing. And that makes it a lot harder for the Enkidu player to be like, I'm just going to throw 4C to get rid of the projectile and force him to like block or jump or something of that sort, right? Oh, you can't combo off of that? It looked like you could combo off of that. Backdash. Seth has 2 invisible reversals, right? Fan grab and lunging attack, I think. They're both invisible, right? I guess one way, if you're hard baiting some sort of reversal as an Enkidu, it's probably best. He has a dive kick, right? Can you do it backwards? Yes, he can. You could block it in the air? I had no idea. Wow. It's actually kind of weak. Okay, if that's the case. Oh wait, I keep doing the wrong direction. Okay, so I think that's actually a nice answer. I should probably think about this too when I play Merkava. If you're thinking that the Seth is going to do a reversal on wake up and you don't know which one and you don't want to guess, this is probably a good answer. Jump back. If you block the 63C, then you could just punish afterwards, and it gives you the nice spacing too. And if it just whiffs to command grab, then you do a dive kick in. Oh, that's nice. Instead of backdashing, that is probably the better answer there. Shielding quite a lot. Throw was the right answer. I like the idea there, because I think one thing this player's doing, like Phonon's kind of just, well, look at that kick, dude. Look at that splits on Enkidu. But they're spamming shield a lot. I think there's probably 2 things about this. When somebody shields like this, it's not for, let's say, punishing a certain attack or anything of that sort, but it's rather than trying to push the opponent further away. Maybe looking for a whiff punish or just trying to lessen the pressure. I used to do this quite a lot in UNI1 against characters like Orie, because her strings are really easy to shield. And if the person just does the same string over and over, if you shield like 2 or 3 hits, it pushes them away and you can whiff punish them. And I think that's what the Phonon player is trying to do. You could obviously tell they're tapping it instead of holding it, because, you know, you're getting green shield. And doing the overhead in that situation is actually a good idea, I think. Or I would do it on the 2nd or 3rd hit, not after it goes to a really far distance. The only problem with, I think, Enkidu is his overhead is slow enough that it feels like if you even get a green shield on the previous hit, you have probably enough time to stand up. And that's what it feels like the Phonon player is kind of banking on. See, like, just all shields, just tapping shield. And in this situation, just going 5 and throw would probably be like a really solid idea. Or sometimes he'll do the 2-1-4, it'll do that, right? Sometimes it just nullifies a hit and won't do anything. Oh. I like it. Early overhead, that was the 3rd hit, right? Okay, 3, yeah. That's good adaptation. I dig greens. See, now the shielding stopped because Phonon realized what's happening. And yeah, I think waited for the throw way too long though. Because usually there's a certain level of patience meter for like each player, right? The next natural response to the situation was to go in and throw. It's like, okay, you're stopped shielding, you're now blocking my overhead. The next logical step is to throw. And I think the Phonon player is very good in the terms of recognizing that. Immediately when the dash came in, went for the throw. I think the next big brain move for Masamune in that situation was do like an assault attack or a throw bait. This part, right? This was really good by the Phonon player. If the opponent's changing the way they're doing, being able to go that next step ahead might actually really help, especially at this level, because everybody's playing very smart. They know the answers, if you know what I mean, or the answers are missing. Right? Now it's cycling back in again. It's going, okay, I think I'm safe to shield again. So I think at this point it's more of how fast should you cycle and how many steps I should skip to get that like hidden is the question. Right, there he goes. Yeah, I like it. See, that should have been like instant overhead. Then yep, nope. Change the timing too. Didn't full charge either. That was good stuff. I like it. I don't know about that one though. See, if the cycle of that kind of stuff was faster, it got really fast in the end. But there was a pretty long lull in the first half of the set. What are we talking about? Yeah, nope. That backdash right there. Dash forward, this is the throw bait. If the opponent does a throw, the backdash will whiff it, and the puddle would counter hit. Good defense. Not flinching. Surprise that combo. Yeah, there it goes. I think it depends on character. If a character has really good backdashes, like Carmine, Hyde, Rinne, I feel like a lot of those players do backdash to bait throws instead of doing assaults, because assault's more prone to get hit by anti-air throw OSs. So it kind of makes sense. Like other characters can. I think that's very difficult. Oh no. Last thing you want is some stray hit getting in you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Worst. Nice patience. Oh yeah, J is way too fast. Oh gosh, why does it do so much damage? I feel like J assault, even if you change shift, it shouldn't do that much damage, but they do. I think everybody should look for two types of OSs based on what kind of character they're playing against. Like for example, if you're playing against Markov, the backdash is not that scary. Probably worry more about the assault or a delay button. So you want to do like an anti-air. 4C AD, so you do like something like 4C AD, right? There it goes. So I've been thinking a lot about this too when I play Markov, or I've been playing against high level players who do this kind of throw bait, is to do a long attack that has enough range to catch backdashes. Right, so you go and they practice whatever combo. So mixing that OS is probably better than doing Veil Off, because the Veil Off's not going to hit either. Or Markov probably could do something like 2C. I feel like most characters have something to it. Oh yeah, like the other thing. Because for example, if you're going to do 2AD, you have to always press, you got to release block, right? But if you do bigger buttons like C, then you can just hold down back. So it makes it a little bit easier to just do it on the fly. Oops. So you do something. Right. You could hold back the entire time. Unless he gets nerfed too. Whoa. I was a little too late on the try to punish. You know, if I were to say really, really small things here, this is obviously a drop combo, right? There's supposed to be some sort of follow-up here, or I don't know what the situation is, but it obviously didn't come out right. I think it's a skill to always finish your combos, but I think it's also another skill to recover from mistakes. And I think in this situation, you'll see me do this a lot because I drop combos a lot, but I'll backdash in this case because any player with knowledge would always forward attack here, and you don't want to give them corner. So drop a combo really high in the air near the corner. I would walk back or backdash depending on how high up the opponent is. Or there's like one or twice usage in the Seth match earlier, but we haven't seen when. That was a Hail Mary. That was a... Alright. Man, 214A. So here, here's one thing. If I were to say, because I've noticed that someone is doing a lot of, let's say, kind of risky roly-poly move, because it goes through projectiles, so it's good, right? Obviously, but doing it full screen, if the opponent's not doing anything, it's asking to get hit, because it's very, very telegraphed and easy to stop. It's to a point Vincent has been trying to get the max damage by doing 63A starters. I mean, you gotta be pretty confident to do that kind of motion. So here's the thing. Watch the very, well, I'm gonna rewind this to the very beginning. Enkidu has not hit Carmine a single hit. Let's start off with that. Watch Carmine's health bar. Puddle, wheel, puddle, projectile, projectile, wheel. Look, Enkidu has not hit Carmine a single time. And look how much health. That's a good 3-hit combo there worth of damage. One thing about this matchup, even if Carmine's just twerking on you full screen and you might get frustrated, I think it's not a bad idea if the Carmine's being overly aggressive with the blood usage. The chip damage is a lot less than what Carmine's using for health. Let him waste health. And if you're smart about it, you could probably just shield and gain meter. So you gain meter and you gain health advantage. It's a win-win. The other thought is, instead of just Hail Mary roll, you could probably just get grid and chain shift in between. I think Enkidu can empty chain shift the roll, right? He doesn't have to hit. So that might also be another good way to put an insurance on your approach. Ooh. That has not worked the entire time. I like the charge. See you can empty charge. Yeah, that's probably the better way to do it. See, like, look at it. Carmine spent so much health this entire time just doing moves. Oh, is that why? Because I don't see many Hyde players doing the explosion in that situation. Maybe it's to catch the 2-on-4. I never really thought about it that way. It's actually kind of smart. Maybe it's a matchup specific thing. Because I don't think you get plus frames once you do the explosion. Actually, let's check it out afterwards. It's not something I see very often. Man, everybody... Wow, that's why. I get it now. Okay, that's a character specific thing. Alright, because I don't think... Right? It's negative on Hyde's end. Usually you want to just do this, and that's usually plus for Hyde. That's a huge advantage. So it makes sense to do that. Dude, that sucks. Why is it so good? Or is Enkidu's stuff really bad? Wow. Those are trades. I guess that could be an answer. Wow, that's why is this so strong? This doesn't have invisibility, right? Oh no. Okay, so that's one answer. Oh, because it kills the projectile. Yeah. I think this is something every character should look for, because this is a very common string. Oh yeah, maybe I should probably talk about Journal. I think there's not much throw baits. Just dash up and do, let's say, a solid or delay button is a good thing to have to keep opponents in check. Also, the other thing was no creeping edge. I think it's quite good as long as you choose where you do it. And I feel like there was so many situations where a creeping edge would have been an excellent choice. Oh yeah, and the other thing was probably throw S's. I don't think I've seen. Hope that helped. If you have things to add, let us know in the comments. As a reminder, I plan to do these on the first Under Night stream of every month, as long as they're a request. So submit a replay a few days before through the form in the cards and details. Alright, until next time, have fun with fighting games.